And today we're going to continue our journey. As we know,
Castle must have been quite stately.
of course. So we're going to hop to Field the Croft because why not?
Revelio.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Lumos. Seems a pleasant enough little place.
An intruder!
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Classic.
Mine now, guys.
Okay, so there is a demiguise in here, and it's right there, crap. Which is fine, we just have to,
Lumos.
Okay, I think it's outside. Yes, it is. Oh, there's Mr. Sallow. And there's Anne.
Lumos.
Okay.
You made it.
Of course I made it. I ain't gonna leave you here, am I?
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Nice. Okay, I'm not going to lie.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier.
I might
Now,
actually...
not wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
He already has, mate.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
Well, the good thing is, Solomon actually asks, "Oh, and Beres," and you just say, "Oh, she's already going to."
Fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
Oh, God. I mean, sure, there's something, but realistically, I understand where they're coming from. Like, when you're cursed, there's some curses can be reversed, but this one clearly can't.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I mean, hope could be. I mean, it is a good thing. Hope is a good thing. It's actually been proven by science that if you give someone hope, it gives someone's mental state a much positive boost and it helps the body recover quicker.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop.
Which is true.
I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's
Hi,
always
Maria.
angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Well, he doesn't realise.
Loyalists are capable of so much more than people realise. They should not be underestimated.
Yeah, but
All
what's
the debris
Sebastian?
you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Sebastian, you do realise if you don't stop this, it could be worse. It's going to get worse than it will get better.
Rock knows what he's doing. It's an honour to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. Such cowardice. Who do you think you are? You are coming back this way. You think this is funny? How childish. Put me down! You are postponing the inevitable. No! I will send them. I hate that! I won't. Put me down at once! You've made your last mistake. I was right not to be worried about you. You almost had a lucky shot. Hit it. Bone in the inevitable. How nice someone's here. Stop! I'm afraid of heights. How childish. Let's get this. Get away with it. There you are. Put me down. Rather a wise coming coming back this way.
Incendio.
You'll pay for that!
Incendio.
Not quite.
Arresto momentum. Incendio. Potato.
I confess.
Repair.
That was a mistake I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Don't lie too much about me, Sebastian. I can handle my own against these pricks.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone would be hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It sounds as if the loyalists attacked Anne without cause.
I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm convinced that they were trying to hide something. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was, a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Well, of course it would be.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Hello, Ziggy Ziggy.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Yeah, well, no shit.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
What are you doing, Ziggy? This bloody kitten of mine is a bit of a pain in the rear.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora.
No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh
She was
god, what are you
one
doing?
of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
You're bloody Wilf, you are, ain't you, you little
Look
bugger?
at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Confringo!
Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true. I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my
Ziggy,
breath.
what are you doing, Ziggy? What? You cannot leave me for not even time. You cannot leave me for more than just a few minutes, can you, you little bugger? You can't leave me for a few minutes, can you, you little bugger?
Sebastian, look.
Nah, no, we're not doing that, Ziggy. We're not doing that.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
You are a little bugger, ain't ya? I'm sorry about Ziggy. He doesn't really know when to not do this and when to do this. He's a bit of a bugger. A ginger bugger. Ain't you, you little bugger? Come on. Up you go. Up and down. There you go, you little bugger.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
What are you doing, you tiny little
That doesn't mean
bugger?
it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
We're not biting.
Lumos.
No, we're not doing the. We're not putting the paws out. We're not yanking paws or claws out. Thank you very much.
Let there be no misgivings here. I always knew you were a troublemaker, but a thief! A thief who would steal from their own father, no less! How could you? How could you? I have no more words, only my disappointment. You are no child of mine.
$14 main story missions. Oh god.
talk about?
Aliens and a historian's uniform. I enjoy my solving those old treasure maps.
Professor, do you have time to chat?
I always have time for my students. How may I help you?
I wondered if I might ask how long you've been teaching at Hogwarts.
Well, it's been what now? 7 swift years. Time does fly because we have fun. Essential in my opinion. An eager, positive, and confident mind is the most open to knowledge, I find.
Some of the professors may not agree with your approach.
Well, each of us has our own style, I suppose. Some in the teaching field believe that hard work and dedication are the only keys to success. But they forget what drives those things. If one cannot fathom why some would expend energy on gobstones, then one is blind to the enormous power of play.
And that's why you teach the way you do?
Precisely. I strive to be the sort of professor that I would have enjoyed in school. My experience was less cheerful.
Perhaps you wouldn't be who you are without that experience.
Had I received a more traditional education?
No.
Enough about my student days. You are here now, and it would be a shame if you didn't enjoy it.
I'll do my best, Professor. Thank you for the advice.
You are most welcome. Try to have a bit of fun today.
I'm always having fun. Oh, Jesus, Ziggy. What are you doing? What are you doing? No.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing.
No. No. We're not starting all this bitey malarkey again.
That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. Do cooperate, won't you?
You got one! Revelio.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Merlin trial when I see one. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Of course not.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriate.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The Jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment, and they should return.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
Huh, fair.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor, and Deke will not say more. But Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Then I shall go and rescue a Jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Arresto momentum. Levioso. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Glacius. Arresto momentum. Levioso. I rescued a Jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your Jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Hello, Deke.
Right then.
Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
Oh dear. And eventually you will know what would
I
actually
should go and
happen.
find a mooncalf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Arresto momentum. Levioso.
Everything's all right now.
Revelio. Arresto momentum. Levioso.
Go on, in there.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Right,
It's
that's
a bit
it.
trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the mooncalves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Basically, I could just do this, and just go there.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
Merry Christmas.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see their new home.
So, add.
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Dee can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
So we need that, and we need that.
Most excellent.
Right then.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
So, if I do this... Oh, hang on. Challenger. I knew I forgot one thing. And there's obviously one more. Add a trait. Oh, I've got to add a trait now.
That came out nicely. I should...
So if we go to gear, we can put the draconic one on, and then we can actually disguise it like that. Okay, round there, we talk to Deke.
I use the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deke suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Thank you, Deke.
For your help, Deke.
So if you want any conjuration stuff, there's 12 of these in total.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbottom Castle. After dark, do not tell anyone.
She's risking it here. Okay. And by 12, I mean there's 12 in total, you have 4 vivariums, and there's 3 in each. The second one, you can just come up here. You can get these Ashwinder eggs. Drop down here. And this one's here.
Lumos.
Pork lump. There we go. So I can get one more species of beast in here. I'll gather up to 12. Going to the astronomy tower.
Lumos.
Do this.
If I could have a moment of your time...
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way. And I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time. Even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
How did Herodiana Byrne become famous by casting Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Grafhorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
Well...
What ended up happening to Herodiana Byrne?
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while. Just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
Indeed it does. I don't know why, you could just keep going down all these stairs, which makes it a whole heap easier. No, that one there, that one.
This must be the entrance to the hall. Here it is. The Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles. Let's see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was.
Of course. Gears. So basically we could just come into here and destroy all these shitty green ones.
Revelio. Accio. I see. That chest looks interesting. That wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next.
Come up here.
Revelio. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left. That's the last of them. Seems those are mapped for Herodiana Burn. And this must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia.
Simple.
Potions is dull and charms is dire. Nothing's as clever as playing with fire.
Well, did you find the Hall of Herodiana?
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
My mother sent me a howler.
12. 1 and 4's 5. So we need to make that a 7. No, I want this door. Thank you.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus Curse. Also known as the Torture Curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting us on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, buddy boy. $16, 18, 20, 24. There we go. Just needs 3.
The students always frown. They should burn the castle down.
Lumos.
This is a bit of a weird closet to hide something, I'm not going to lie. We'll go to the inventory. Go over here, we've got 5. Take the biscuit.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
What are you looking for today? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Yeah, whatever.
Revelio. That's that. Settled.
Of course it's settled.
Incendio. Protego. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Incendio. Cursed fiends.
So, how many more spiders do we need? Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more.
Levioso. Arresto momentum. Levioso. Defendo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Levioso. Defendo.
Hey! Look who's decided to make a happy appearance.
Let's see what's up his sleeve this time, Merlin. Revelio.
Lumos.
These ones I kind of hate.
Lumos.
Because it's literally like, you can't do shit without anything happening.
Angier, this hamlet is simply crawling.
Aloha Mora.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
It's probably upstairs. Yes, it is.
Mine now, demiguise.
Repair. Confront. Lumos.
Didn't Clementine Willardsley ask you to follow those butterflies into the Forbidden Forest for her? Not the bravest person, that Clementine.
Well, I did it. Because I ain't scared of nothing.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Aloha Mora.
There we are. Right, I'm just going to pop to the toilet because I need to go and I'll be right back. Sorry about that. So let's see what we've got here. Ooh, a witch mannequin and a Graphorn statue. Nice. I don't even have anything on my wand.
Lumos.
Oh, Milo, what am I to do?
Oh, God.
Is there something I can help you with, Mr.
Adley? Edgar Adley? No, I don't think so. Blast Milo and his mad schemes.
Milo?
He was my friend. Came to me a few days ago with a brilliant plan to make some quick galleons. All I had to do was follow him into the Forbidden Forest. Had I known he wanted to procure venom from a living acromantula. Oh, poor Milo. He didn't deserve to go like that.
I'm very sorry to hear about your friend.
Oh, thank you. I can't think of it. Milo's body is still in that cave with the absconder.
The absconder?
Aye, Milo's name for the acromantula. He did have a flair for the dramatic. In fact, as he died, Milo begged me to take his heirloom pocket watch, so that his daughter would have something to remember him by. But I fled.
Why would someone risk their life for spider venom?
As a potion ingredient, acromantula venom is incredibly valuable. In large part because it is, as Paul Milo has proven, impossible to get from a live acromantula.
If I have time, I can try to collect the heirloom watch, Mr. Radley.
You can't possibly go to the Acromantula's cave. You'd be killed. Please, forget I said anything.
I'll never forget anything you've said, mate. Now, I'm not going to attempt to do that quest because, as you can tell, you need to be at least at level 30 to do it, and frankly, I'm not high enough in level. But that's why I'm going to leave it on at the moment. Yeah, that will be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. Liking helps the algorithm of the YouTube channel and its videos. Subscribing and hitting the post notification bell on and making sure that you've activated every single notification so you're always going to be up to date for when I upload. then by all means, it actually allows the channel to grow. I mean, all the legends are doing it. So if you do it, you are a legend. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!